Ravens got a video coming up tomorrow, right? Woo! This is war. This man's a warrior. Steel Studio, baby.
Hello, welcome to the Steel Studio with another episode of my Thursday Thoughts. And the schedule is out. And oh man, the NFL stuck it to us again. It's not the teams we play so much. There is a lot of good teams on there. It's a hard schedule. It's once again when we play them. It just cracks me up. 3 out of the first 4 games are on the road. And that's going to be a little tough with young offensive linemen, new quarterback, new system. Very, very interesting they did that to us. And a lot of our home games are prime time games, which the other teams are always up for that. But we usually fare well, and we have to fare well again this year. We're going to be in big trouble. We have a couple short weeks. We have a Thursday game. We have a Wednesday game. And we have a Saturday game. So crazy for a team that the NFL predicts will only win 7 or 8 games. They know the Steelers are good. They're always good, and we're going to be in the mix. And as we go over the schedule here, I'm telling you, there's a little bit of an asterisk. If we still make that trade, not for maybe necessarily an Ayuk, but a Sutton, or we sign a Robert Woods or somebody, a clear number 2 and a slot corner, I think that will go a long way, and we'll actually could get a couple more wins than I think we will if we just go with what we have right now, which is all we can do, and the other teams as well. Based on what we know right now, here's what I think is going to happen with the Pittsburgh Steelers with this schedule. We open up on the road at Atlanta, 1 o'clock on a Sunday, against Arthur Smith's old team. And like I said, we have a young team. We have a new coach, a new system, but he knows that team better than anybody. And they are good. And I think it's going to be a very close game. Kirk Cousins, who knows if he'll really play or not? He may not even play in that game. But I think we win that game. Barely. Then we have to go to Denver, where I think they're very good in September because of the air out there. Russell Wilson's revenge game, 2 in a row. Awesome. But they do have a rookie quarterback, Bo Nix. Probably he's going to be playing. I don't think he's going to be very good. And I think our running game and our defense can carry us in that one. And also Russell Wilson knows that defense very well. So I think we barely win that one. We're 2-0, barely. Could easily be 1-1, but I think we'll be 2-0. Come home, play the Chargers at home. We're 2-0. The fans are going to be going crazy. Their defense is terrible. They're not that good. I love Herbert, but there's not much around him. I expect us to excel there. And we'll be 3-0 to start the season. And I think we win that game pretty good, maybe by 10. Then we go on the road to the Colts. We do not lose in Indy very often. We did last year. I don't think we do this year. I'm not sold on Richardson. We're going to start out 4-0. That is crazy to me. 4-0 with a young line, young players. And this is even without making a trade for another second receiver. That game will be close as well. Home against Dallas on Sunday night. I think this will be a tough game. I think they're both good. I think Dallas might win that one. We're due to lose on a Sunday night at home. And we lose by 3 or something. So at that point, we're 4-1. We're still happy. Play a very competitive game. We could win that game, be 5-0. I just feel like we're going to lose one of these. I just can't see us going 5-0. So then we go to Vegas on a short week. I'm sorry. Yeah, Sunday night, short week. Yeah, you play Sunday night, then you go to Vegas. That's crappy, man. That is so crappy. But we go there. I think we win. And we were 5-1. I just don't think they're very good either. Then we come home for the Jets on Sunday night. Who knows if Rodgers will even be healthy then? I think we win this one. So we're rolling at this point, man. And then we got another Monday night game against the Giants. We don't lose on Monday at home. I think we win that one. And that's 3 primetime games out of the first 8. And then we get our bye. Hopefully there's no injuries, no TJ Watt injury, no major injuries. Minka healthy. I think it's going to be a great year. It's going to be fun. And at that point at the bye, we are what? 1, 2, 3, 4. I should have wrote this down. We have 1 loss. So 7-1. Man, we're really rolling. And we come out of the bye at Washington. That's a game we'll win as well. 8-1. Then it gets a little tough. Then we play the Ravens at home on a Sunday. I think we're 8-1. I think we beat the Ravens. We're 9-1. Man, that's crazy. We have 9 wins already. I'm sorry. What will we be? Yeah. So there we go. Then we go to Cleveland on Thursday night. I think the Browns are going to have a pretty good year this year. I don't know if Watson's going to work out. I don't know if Chubb's going to be back. I just think this will be like their last year. They're going to be decent. And I think they're going to be a pretty good team. And I think they win that game at Cleveland on Thursday. We just don't seem to win there on Thursday. I don't know what it is. So that's our second loss. And then we're going to have a little bit of a slump. We're going to go to Philly. We never win in Philly. Until we do, I'm not going to say we're going to win in Philly. So there's our third loss. We play in Philly. That's tough as usual. Maybe we're due to win in Philly. That would be nice. And then we come back. We play Baltimore on a Saturday. So a short week after a late game in Philly. Again, the NFL tweaking it to us again. I think we lose 3 in a row to Baltimore. Give us our 4th loss. And then we come home on Christmas Day against Kansas City on a short week. But we're home. We get it back together. We beat the Chiefs. And everybody's happy. And then we come back. We have a long week. And we play the Bengals, and we'll beat the Bengals. I don't have the game. The first game at Cincinnati we'll lose. So we have 5 losses. So I have us winning 11 or 12 games. 3-3 in the division is what I think. Everybody's going to go in the division again. It probably won't happen that way. There'll be injuries. There'll be things that change. But I think we will win 11 or 12 games. If we do make a trade and we get a couple more guys, it could be 13 or 14 games, man. I don't think the schedule's that hard. I just think of where they put the games. You know, we have injuries. You're going to have injuries. Things could change. We could have 10 wins. But I think the minimum is 10 wins and the most is 12. So that's my prediction. That's how I feel. I don't love the schedule, but I think we're going to beat the hell out of teams. They're not going to want to play us. Some of these teams like the Chargers, and they're finesse teams. They're not going to like playing us, and I think it sets up very favorable. It's going to be fun, and we could go 8-0 at home this year too. I think that's a very real possibility. But a lot of it depends, like I said, the new offense, new coordinator. But I have faith right now. I have faith that we can make this happen. So I appreciate you guys. My True Steeler of the Week on the Steel Studio Facebook group is JT Thomas. JT was amazing, opposite of Mel Blount. JT was a 2-time Pro Bowler. He wasn't a Hall of Famer like the other guys, but he got a lot of passes thrown his way, especially back then with Mel Blount on the other side. Him and Mel are ranked the 6th best tandem in NFL history. So every week we like to remember these guys, these true Steelers, and we appreciate those guys that paved the way for the Steelers. And I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you coming on here listening to my thoughts and how I feel about the Pittsburgh Steelers and the schedule. Well, let's get excited. Plan your trips to Vegas. Let's go, man. We're going to kick some ass. Go Steelers.